The Village Boy and His Godfather. In a quaint village nestled among the hills of Germany, there lived a young boy named Hanz. After the death of his parents, Hanz was taken in by his godfather Klaus, a kind-hearted woodcutter. Klaus and Hanz lived a simple but happy life, working together to chop wood and tend to their small farm. One moonlit night, as Hanz lay in bed, he heard the most enchanting music coming from the forest. Curiosity getting the better of him, Hanz quietly slipped out of the house and followed the sound into the woods. He discovered a clearing where a group of fairies danced in the moonlight, their music filling the air with magic. The fairies noticed Hanz and approached him. "Young man," said the fairy queen, "you have shown kindness by not disturbing our dance. As a reward, we offer you one wish. Choose wisely." Hanz thought for a moment before replying, "I wish for the ability to play music as beautiful as yours." The fairy queen smiled and granted his wish. Hanz returned home, and to his surprise, when he picked up his old violin, he played a melody so beautiful that it seemed to fill the room with magic. Klaus, hearing the music, came running. News of Hans's talent spread quickly through the village. The villagers gathered to listen to Hanz play, mesmerized by the enchanting music. His melodies brought joy and harmony to everyone who heard them, and even the birds stopped to listen. However, not everyone was pleased with Hans's newfound talent. Franz, a jealous neighbor, plotted to steal Hans's gift. One night, consumed by envy, Franz sneaked into Hans's home and stole his violin, hoping to claim the gift of music for himself. The next day, Hanz discovered his violin was missing. He searched the village and eventually found Franz, who was attempting to play the stolen instrument, but despite his efforts, Franz could not produce the magical music Hanz had played. Hanz confronted Franz and said, "I forgive you, Franz, but please return my violin. My gift is not something that can be stolen." Franz, ashamed of his actions, returned the violin to Hanz and apologized. With his violin back, Hanz played once more, filling the village with music that brought joy and harmony to all who heard it. From that day on, Hans's music was known far and wide as a gift from the fairies themselves, and so Hanz continued to play his magical melodies, spreading happiness throughout the land and living a life full of music and contentment with his godfather Klaus.